Let's start it off by just hearing about you and how you got your journey started on social media. Did you start posting about gut health? Was that the start? Is that how we found each other?
Was exactly like so
okay, yeah,
OG.
that's what I thought.
I think it was like 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
You guys were like my North Star because I feel like we were on such very similar journeys at the beginning, just like so much pain, so confused. The space was so overwhelming. A lot of it probably having to do with the pandemic. I actually started because I was meeting with a nutritionist. Everything was like a secret, my account, for so long. Like I didn't even tell my best friends for a year because I didn't know what I was doing with it at first. I had a nutritionist because I had such bad IBS. I had SIBO twice, like all of these horrible gut problems. And I was having to document like all of the food that I was making just to show her like what I was eating, trying to figure out what was going on. Low FODMAP diet. So many thoughts there.
Yeah.
And
trigger warning.
Exactly. Trigger warning, low FODMAP. And so I was posting a lot of like that just to show her. And then I was like, okay, let me just start like posting recipes, and then like slowly got a few followers. And then it just became like a digital diary. And I was like, nobody I knew followed it. So I felt really comfortable talking on there. And like, it was such an isolating time that I was so excited to have this like outlet almost. And so probably like around that era was like between like maybe like 3,000 to 5,000 followers, like super small. And then eventually I pivoted, but like that was my lifeline going through that journey for so long. And I think that's how I found you guys, because obviously you guys were like the icons of that space and everything. So it was so exciting being like, oh, I at least have like these girls to look up to at this time.
Did you, when you were going through your health troubles or like with SIBO and with IBS, I remember for me personally, none of my friends knew about IBS because the idea of my friends knowing that I had like severe stomach issues was humiliating. Yeah. And so at least for me personally, we kind of had the same thing. Like I wasn't telling my friends to go follow our TikTok. I was praying the algorithm didn't meet their phones. And all of the sudden you had to have this like radical acceptance of the fact that not only were my friends going to know I had stomach issues, but now like anyone could, like my boss at work could know, our neighbor could know.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't know why all of a sudden I went from like, I didn't want my best friends to know that I had like IBS to I literally didn't care who knew.
Yeah.
How did you feel about gaining popularity and therefore like kind of exposing yourself?
That's such a good point. I feel like it became my entire personality, which was also like a really confusing situation. Like I had to cancel plans because of I was like scared, and that was causing me to have IBS attacks, or I didn't want to have one when I was at like a massive, house rental with like girls and guys and stuff like that. So it became such a big part of my personality. And I think that almost like perpetuated it to stay really bad for a really long time. But with the posting, like it started so anonymously that when my friends did find out about it eventually, or like I told them about like a year later, I only told like my best friends. They were like, I'm so proud of you. And they were so like excited about it. And it was crazy to like see that level of support. But like my work, oh my God, I was so scared that they were going to find out about it. Of course, eventually they did. And I don't even know. It was like a very unwritten thing at work because I worked at a really big agency. And I was also in social media marketing. So it was like everyone knew what's going on. But yeah, I was really nervous mostly about work, and then especially like the people that would be judgy about it. But what I thought was really interesting was like then girls who like I was kind of scared about seeing about it would like message me and be like, wait, I have IBS. Like, can you give me advice and stuff like that? And I was like, okay, this is like the first time interacting with this wave of people and like, I don't know, being perceived. Like it's the craziest feeling in the world.
Yeah, I think that it's so funny. I always say, and I mean, Jill too, people come out of the woodworks with us, like over the past 4 or 5 years, like to people that I just would never expect to DM us or whatever. I'm like, you know what? We all struggle. And that's just kind of what I've noticed is that everyone at some point has had 1 or 2 health issues, whether it's gut issues, hormone. I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of the state of the world that we're in right now. 100%. Everyone's struggling. And so that's what I noticed. What was so interesting, like you were saying, is like at a point you just like don't even care because you realize everyone else is going through those issues too. Yeah. I want to talk about your pivot. Like as much as I want to make this whole podcast about gut health, we have so much that we want to chat with you about.
So much like more fun stuff.
Yeah. Will you tell us about the pivot? Because I want to know how you went from like IBS, FODMAPs to what you're doing today, which you're such an amazing content creator. So Please give it to us.
That's so nice. Yeah, the pivot was crazy. I mean, one day I just was like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't know. This is making it all worse. And also I like don't identify with it. Like there was a gap in time where like my username was but make it healthy. I was basically like taking recipes that I missed so much while I was on the low FODMAP diet and was like trying to make them fun, which is literally
that's a good handle. That's a really good name.
So
okay, creative.
But it had all these like underscores, so it was really ugly, and I was just like, I gotta get rid of this. So that was it, and like I moved to San Francisco. I was starting to feel better. I think I was like a little iffy while I was still here. But
wait, where did you move from?
I moved from New York City.
Okay,
you're from New Jersey, though, right?
I can hear the Eastern accent.
We know a Northeastern when we hear.
What made you move? Was it work that you moved from New York to
So
San
I was in New York, and then I did a sublet in Boston during the pandemic just because I was like, I got to get out of here. It's the most, like, it was just the saddest place during the pandemic. So my best friend at the time was in Boston, and so we were like, let's just live across the street from each other and have like a hot girl summer. And while I was there, I ended up running into my now boyfriend of like 4 years on the street. We've known each other since we were 15, and it was like, okay, so I guess like now we're dating for forever because this is kind of crazy. So I was like, okay, the whole time I'm moving back to New York. And then me and him were hitting it off. So like we ended up doing a ski lease rental, our first ski lease in Stowe. And then from there, I was like, okay, I'm going back to New York. My job the whole time was out of New York City. And during that time of being like, okay, I'm looking for apartments, he ended up getting a job out in San Francisco, and I really wanted to move to California. Like I had never been here, but it just like felt like home for some reason mentally, which is like psycho, but I was so excited, and we moved out here like having literally never been to California, and it's been phenomenal. But yeah, so that's how I moved out to California. And so when I did that, I felt like there like weren't any, I mean, there were a few, but like San Francisco creators that I could think of. And so I was like, I'm having such a fun time on this journey. I love it here. It's amazing. It had been getting so much bad press at the time, and it still does. And I was like, I just want to talk about how much I love it and what my experience is, because I feel like that's lacking in the space. Totally. And I just started documenting like my days. And then I ended up posting this like burger review of like this burger that I absolutely loved. It was like the restaurant that we had the conversation being like, okay, let's move here. So I posted, I was like, okay, this is the burger that made me move to San Francisco. It ended up getting like millions of views, so many hate comments, which like at that time, anything about San Francisco just got torn to shreds. I like didn't leave my bed for 2 weeks. I was like, I'm going to get murdered. And it was totally fine. So it was great. And that's when I immediately saw an uptick. And like, I think a week later, I was like, okay, I'm changing my handle, and let's just start doing this. And that's when I started being a little bit more consistent. I feel like it's just like a mental decision you have to make. And this is what I tell people that like want to get into the space all the time. I'm like, you honestly just have to commit. And like the people that succeed are just like consistent and don't give up. And then that's like how it goes, because it really is just like consistency at the end of the day.
So then as you started to build your brand, how'd that go with your job?
Oh my gosh. So I like for a really long time didn't know if any of them were seeing it, because one, I was in San Francisco, so I was like, I don't know if I'm getting on their feeds. Like here and there, people would say, oh, you popped up on my feed, or like, oh my God, that's so random. But I don't think they knew how much it meant to me. It would get like a little awkward when like they'd get served like legit ads, but I was working East Coast hours. So like I would work from 6 a.m. to 3 o'clock, and then from 3 o'clock on, I would like film content and post it and stuff like that. So it was pretty obvious to them, I think, that like the lines weren't blurred. I was still trying really hard at work and everything, but it was definitely awkward. But then as things started to grow, like I couldn't like hide it as much. So, but it was fine. I mean, everyone was really supportive. I had such an amazing manager, so he was always really supportive, and like, I don't know, everyone at New York agencies probably wants to be an influencer, so they're all like, go for it.
Yeah, low key.
And now it's so funny. So Jenna runs our Gut Talk page, and I click into it every now and then, but I don't really. So it's crazy. So funny because Jenna knows so much about everyone that we follow and that follows us. And like, she knows like the girls that consistently DM us. I know nothing. Like I have this piece. Yes. Like I have a lot of other things, like getting to my piece. I don't need this too. And so I've always felt like if I stay like an arm length away, it's better for both of us, because I have like different ideas and things like that. So anyway, when Jenna started talking about you, I was like, oh my gosh, like who is this girl? And so then I started looking at your page and you bring such good energy. Like you were so
nice.
fun. No, I mean, I'm the sister that really doesn't BS. So I would not say that to you if I didn't mean it. Like you're so fun to follow. Mm-hmm. And my question to you is like, okay, so you pivot and you're now like this lifestyle girly who's just like sharing her life. Like, how do you, like, is that just like what you've always wanted to do? Like, how do you stay, I don't even, like, how do you plan your week? I work a corporate job, so like I know what I'm doing all the time. And the idea of it's like, well, I could post about anything because I'm lifestyle. Like, what do you do?
I honestly think lifestyle is like the most fun space to be in because you can literally post about anything and it makes sense. And it's like, I think everyone's like, there's a lot of noise about like niching down, which I think is like great if you are an expert in something. But like for me, I'm not an expert in anything. There's a million things that I could like talk about for forever, which is like what my series are, like the things that I'm obsessed with and I can talk about forever. But I think especially for people that are starting out, like not niching down is the best advice I could ever give because then you can post about anything. And what's fun is like the more you grow, the more brand deals you can basically like make sense because you can talk about anything. And like you genuinely do love so many different things. Planning my weeks. So I do have like structure because I do social media marketing as like my quote unquote like full time and I have clients and stuff like that. So like,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. That's like,
okay, cool.
That's like my North Star.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's on your own.
Yeah. So I always dreamed of like starting an agency. I was working at like massive agencies out of New York. So they were just like making so much money and I was getting paid so little on all of my ideas. Like I'd come up with an idea in 0.5 seconds and then they'd get like millions of dollars for it. And I was always just like so sad about that.
Like,
and I was like, I'd rather do this for like people that I love and brands that I love. And so at the end of last year, I started taking on clients and like sometimes I would just do like one-on-one calls with like girls that are like interested in getting in the space and whatnot, but I really love to like build brands. So that's what I started doing. And then that ended up like surpassing what I was making at my agency. So I was like, okay, I need to just like take this full time. Took that full time. And then at the same time, like a few months later is when my social media started growing pretty quickly. So I was like, okay, now we're going to balance. And then I also do a social club. So there's like 3 little areas that keep me so freaking busy.
I was going to say, it's having no time. No. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, and you said like being a lifestyle creator, like you really do talk about everything. I mean, I even noted like your robe collection, which you are very passionate about, which we need to discuss that in a second because Jill is passionate about robes too, but
obsessed.
You're very inspiring to someone even like ourselves who coming from the gut health space, like we said, transitioning more into lifestyle. I think I might need to book a call with you because I think the hardest thing is like having so much to talk about. I get very like bogged down into like, I think my brain just goes blank because I'm like, there are so many different things. Yeah. There are like that. I don't know. I like lose any idea of what I should even talk about.
This is like, not your therapy session.
I want to talk about this because I have so many thoughts and I think it's so many people. Yes, okay. I think there's 2 things you can start out with doing, like to take a step back and like not feel so overwhelmed. One, I would sit down or just like go on a really long hot girl walk and think about like, what are the things I could talk about forever? Like I live in my robes. I'm obsessed with them. I looked around my apartment one day and was like, wait, I do so many like weird niche things that like maybe would make other people happy too. And that was like my little luxury series. And then I was like, I'm a creature of habit, routines. Like, let's start talking about that. And so it's like, you start to identify those little moments that you could just literally talk about forever. And then once you've established those, and like, you can think of them if you're like being really serious as like content pillars, but like, I don't even like to like think of my content as content pillars. Like it's just the things that I love. Yeah. But then from there, like you just will constantly have ideas. Like I have a notes app that's probably like 100 videos of just ideas. And then when I have those moments where I'm like, I don't know what I want to talk about, I'm so overwhelmed, I just go to that notes app and start pulling ideas from there because you can talk about it for forever. So you have all these ideas and you just like start talking to the camera. I also think like talking to the camera is so much fun. You guys are phenomenal at it. And like, that's how you start to build your audience and being like a normal human being instead of like trying to put on this like perfect ASMR background. I love all of that. I think everyone has a space, but like for me, it was like talking. I could literally talk for forever and like, why not do it online?
I'll be at my desk because Jen and I are obviously roommates. And so I'll be working away and I hear her being like, come check out my grocery.
No, it's
I just did a grocery haul.
I know. No, it's actually mortifying. I love doing like the blooper reels where I'm like, I hope. Yeah,
and then I'm like, God damn it! Like that's like part of it.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, I've never heard you talk like this in my life.
No,
like,
I know.
Who is that?
I mean, it's hard
on,
sometimes
not using a fake like customer service voice because like the really good people like don't feel like you just feel like you're on FaceTime, and like I still find myself like using a weird voice, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, stop. That's not deep. Yeah.
I think even like, again, with this like transition that we're trying to do, it feels very like, oh my gosh, like I had so many people just like waiting for the health content, like knowing like what they were going to get with that. And then like moving on, I feel like I'm talking to a brand new set of people, even though technically it's the same people. So I'm like shy right now, but
oh my God, no, just release yourself.
Like, I just need to release.
Relatable, so fun, so like charismatic, and it's like, get out of that like box that you and like you might think other people are like putting you in, but it's like the thing about social is you have no control over who sees what. Like I'm probably reaching new people every day unknowingly. Like you think it's just the people that follow you, but it's realistically like random people, and it's like at any point in the day they could be like new followers that found you and that's their day one, which is like so exciting.
Wait, that's cute. Okay, I love that thought.
Jenna's going to be listening to our own pod episode on her hot girl.
Yeah, literally.
Like, getting inspiration.
Right, exactly. No, I'm so in that era right now.
So you moved to San Francisco and then your content starts to build. How do you make friends that want to be friends with you and not content you? Or do you make friends through content and now you're just friends with content creators?
That's such a like interesting question because like I have a great group of content creator friends. I feel like anybody that does post content here, we're all friends. We like everyone is so chill. It's not like what I've heard like New York or LA vibes are. Like everyone here is just like very normal, very nice.
And easy. A little Austin.
Yeah, I don't know Austin or like creator scene, but I would love the tea. But yeah, everyone's like really chill. So we're all friends. And then I host meetups, so I meet like hundreds of girls a week, and I honestly can't ever tell if like they're there just to meet me or to meet new friends because like everyone is so normal. I think San Francisco is like a very laid back city. People don't like care about influencers that much here. I think like they like who they follow, but it's not somewhere that you're like, oh my God, that's like social status type of vibes. So everyone's like very chill, and I don't really ever get like weirded out by it.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I've been to San Francisco twice. I love it. I think it's such an amazing city, but I also been like years and years ago. When it comes to like living in San Francisco, what are your favorite things about the city? And like, what do you try to highlight? Because if you look at the news, right, it's it's a shithole, excuse my language, but like, that's what we get from being on the outside. What are your favorite parts of it? I'm curious.
Like that is just like, it's so crazy to me because like, I was just in LA like yesterday, 2 days ago, and I was like, the homeless population here is literally identical. Like when I lived in Boston, identical. New York, I literally like that era of like getting punched by homeless or like a little people, like I got punched too. Like I've had the craziest things happen in other cities that have like literally never happened here. Like yes, we have our problems, but not really. And so I just like, for me, the weather was like phenomenal. I think the architecture is phenomenal. When I moved here, I was like, it reminds me of my favorite parts of every city that I ever traveled to. So like parts of Europe, like the areas, like some areas look like very Roman, some look very like Spanish and stuff like that. And like being on the water reminded me of Seattle. Like I just loved it. We go to Tahoe to ski every winter and it's only like a few hours away. It's just like the best parts of the entire country in one city. I think like the fact that everyone is pretty transient made it really easy to like make friends. So I really loved that when I first moved here. And I honestly just like look out my window every single day and I'm just like, I love where I live. I think it's just the cutest little city in the world. It's so sweet. And everyone's always like, stop talking positively about it. Like it's a secret. And I'm like, that's fine.
Well, no, the news does a good enough job. Like you're not going to convince everyone.
Everyone's going to stay out anyway. Yeah.
Now, we live obviously in Austin, Texas, being from the Northeast. For us, there's like a culture shock that never really goes away of the way that we're used to talking to people, the types of girls we bond with. Like, don't get us wrong, we love our Austin friends, but I crave a little like Northeastern shade, a little like rough around the edges. And in Austin, sometimes I feel really deprived. How is that in San Fran?
I will say that is the hardest part. Like if anybody's ever like home friends, I won't say this like I don't want to like upset anyone from California. We're just different. Like we are so different. The way we communicate is so different. Like the way we bond is so different. Literally everything is just like completely different in California. And I think that was really hard when I first moved here, was like adjusting to that. Now I feel like I'm like softening. Like I went to Jersey a few weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, everyone here is like so aggressive. And I was like, I got to get back. Like what am I doing? Like I need to spend more time in New York. But like that was like the hardest part, I'd say. And like my best friend here is from the East Coast. Like I live with my boyfriend who's from Jersey too. Like I gravitate definitely toward East Coasters that live in California, just because like I feel like we don't like, I mean, I'm going to be friends and like besties with California people, but like at the end of the day, we're just like fundamentally so different in like the way we talk and like live life, and you just like can't ignore that.
It's so true. No, we've totally noticed that.
Dating here is weird too. Like I'll find like the guys that I gravitate towards on like Hinge and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll like not be paying attention to them. Like, of course he's from Connecticut. Like it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. But then like you said, like the weather here in Austin is so great and the food is so fun. And like it's such a like health and wellness city. Like there's so many great things, but I'll tell you, like, sometimes I just want to be, like, mildly insulted by someone, and it just never happens.
Oh, true.
I know. You're like, you need to, like, be a little bit firmer with me. Actually, like, a lot of bit more firmer with me. Like, I can totally get that from like a dating perspective. I don't think I could date a California boy unless you like had a mom and dad from like the East Coast. Like it's just, it's not possible.
Like the roots were there. Yeah.
Like at some point he needs family in New Jersey.
100%. Like send him to Jersey for a summer, like a homestay with my parents. He'll get
exactly.
Yeah. For us, it's our 96-year-old grandpa from Brooklyn. Like if you can't, God. Papa Rudy, Papa our Rudy. King.
I want
our
Brooklyn
king
family so bad. Like that'd be iconic.
It honestly was. Like my grandpa's brother died at age 100 like 2 years ago, and he had lived in the same house for like 60 years. So anytime we would go and visit, we'd visit this like row home in Brooklyn.
That it was the same street that when they came over to the US from Italy, they settled on that street. Like he lived there for 100 years.
Yeah, essentially he lived in the same little nook in
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
I'd be like,
I freaking wish. No.
I know he bought it. He bought it for like $18,000, I think, and they sold it with no renovations for like very good money.
Yeah.
So I was in a rent controlled apartment when I was in New York, and the guy that was like, basically my unit was his unit that they cut in half because they were like, we're done with this. One day his rent got sent to my mailbox and I accidentally opened it. He was paying $200 a month for a literal like gorgeous apartment in New York City. I was like, I can't.
I'm speechless.
I know.
Oh, you're like, and that is when I moved to San Francisco.
San Francisco is so expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's another thing.
It's like, I feel like it's everywhere. But then I was telling Jenna, I went to college in North Carolina, and I was there for a wedding last week, and my latte was $5.50. So what did I do? I ordered two. Like I was
just like 2 for 1.
I'm like, I can't fathom not spending $10 on a latte. So like, I'll just try another one. And then I like realized I double caffeinated myself, and that was the whole thing. But I was just so shell shocked by the price. I was like, I was telling Jenna and our bestie Nada the other night, I was like, we could go live in North Carolina, pay a third of our rent, still live like happy lives. Like, sure, we now live in North Carolina, but like, you guys.
And I was like,
here. Cute. We're always like, we're just gonna take over a random town with our friends and just like be rich in some other state. Like I'm so tainted. I was in New York and Boston and San Francisco. Like when we went to Erewhon this week, I was like, that's like not that bad. Like I mean, it's bad, but like it's not that bad. And I was like,
no, you're like, that's the same as here.
No, you tell us the city we're all moving to.
Literally. Commune.
Yeah.
When you when you have these meetups though, because we're living in Austin, you're living in a different city, like what do you think are some of the best tips for like making friends? Like if we don't join a commune, like what do girls do to make new friends?
Meetup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the coolest girls that like make the most friends just like come in with an open attitude. I think when it comes down to it, like everyone wants to make friends, I think, at different stages of their life, which is what I'm realizing with the meetups. Like I first started them being like, I'm new to this city. I'm sure other people have this problem. Like, let's just have meetups, and thinking that it would be for people that are new to the city. But like, I've been here for 3 years. Like some of my best friends that are in the city are now like moving out of the city or having kids or going through different stages of life. And then now I'm like, wait, I would love to like meet other girls that I feel like are at my stage of life now and stuff like that. Like there are just like, every few years, I feel like you need just like opportunities to like find new people. And when you're not working in an office or making new coworkers or switching jobs or something like that, it can be really hard. And so I started to be like, everyone just needs a time and a place. And at the end of the day, like a fun activity that will like distract them. Like we love to do like painting and stuff. So like girls can like focus on that and then still yap. It's kind of like when you're on like a walk, like you're like looking at other things and doing other things. It doesn't feel as like pressure. So we do like activities, we'll do like trivia and things like that. So that's been really like the fundamental part of it, and like trying to keep it free if not low cost so that it's just easy. And then the girls that get there that are like ready to yap and like no judgment to anyone else, like they always leave with 10 best friends. Every single time I'm leaving a meetup, they're either calling Ubers back to like their neighborhood together. All of them have never met. They're like making group chats. They have plans. And like I'll go up to girls now and I'll be like, oh my God, like how did you guys meet? And they're like, we met at like last year's October meetup. And I'm like, you guys are giving like lifelong besties. Aww. And I think that's so cute. Like I'm obsessed with it. It makes me so happy. We're trying to build a website so that we can like have a like success stories page, because it's so cute and inspiring. And yeah, that makes me so happy.
You should. I would have died for something like that in 2021 when we were like so freaking lost and we're like, why we're plopped into Austin, Texas. We're from Virginia. Like we don't know anyone. We don't know what to do. I mean, luckily we had a few friends, but I don't think we have anything like that here.
Well, I think Jenna Palick used to do like fun on weekdays and things like that. I think the hardest part for us is just because we have each other. Like, you never really had to get out of your comfort zone.
We stayed lazy.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
So nice.
It is, but it's not. Like, we're very lucky. Just like when we are.
Do you guys have like a friend group established?
Yes.
And like, was that hard to make, or you already had friends when you moved there?
Well, we've had a few different ones. Yeah. I think the reality about making friends when you have that yes mentality that you have to be open to is sometimes they're not for every season of life. They're just for a bit. Totally. And I had trouble with that. But like we made friends who like I had a blast going out with on the weekends. But then when we took alcohol out of the picture, we really didn't have anything in common. Yeah. Or they got boyfriends and then you're like, oh, the friendship wasn't really strong enough to last a relationship, you know? Yeah. But that's what happens when you like take a bunch of people together and you merge them and they don't really have anything to like stick, if that makes sense. Like there's 100%. No like I played softball in college, right? So my teammates and I have almost nothing in common other than we played softball in college together. And so we'll be best friends for life. Like you have to find those things, I think, that kind of keep you like together or they just fall apart. So that's a long answer, but I think it's important to say because I used to get really down on myself. Like this girl and I used to hang out every weekend and now she like never texts me. And it's like, well, when you look at this logically, like we had the most fun, like 4 tequilas deep and like you don't really drink that much anymore. It's like, okay, like this actually makes sense. But yeah, we do. And like we were so lucky when we moved here. Some of our friends from high school lived here. Awesome. So like we had them to kind of get us started. And then actually our apartment complex has like a ton of really amazing girls. So
we have like a girl group now.
We're like essentially living in a dorm. Like her best friend from college lives 2 floors above us.
No, we literally are. Like we have one down the hall, one upstairs, not as 2 floors upstairs. Like it's crazy. Yeah. One is like one right over there. Like it's crazy.
So fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
When you live with a boy, like you don't get to like get ready with your girls or like go into their apartment and just like marinate on their couch and like watch TV. Like you completely lose that. Even if you like live in the same neighborhood, like it's so hard. The older you get, like I would kill for that.
No, it's so different. And like Jill and I are both single and Nada's single too. And it's like, yes, we could be sad about being single and like at the age that we're at, but we're like, we are literally going to look back on these times and be like, I'm so glad that we had this / I miss it because how freaking fun it is to be on our own.
100%. No. But and even when you're in a healthy relationship, you're like, I miss that era because like it's so nice. Like you will And the people that like lose friendships when they're with a boyfriend, I will never understand. It's always been something that's like bugged me so much. Like I'm like, I love my girlfriend so much, and I cannot imagine like ever sacrificing any of that or that time together, like just to like hang out with a boy, even if it's like your boyfriend of 4 years. Like, ew.
Well,
gross.
right.
Scram, get out of here.
Scram.
Like,
well, that's why I think your meetups are so cool, is because it's like also forcing people to like put themselves out there. Yeah. And I think if you had that, like, it's easy to be like, I'm not going to go to dinner with them. But if there's like a legitimate event, I don't know, I feel like that's more of a reason. And like for you too, especially being in a relationship where it's like, I'm throwing this event. So like
100%.
I need to like put myself out there and meet more people, which is so fun.
You do a lot of like wellnessy things, like your version of it, like your things, like your brain reset, like self-care days, things like that. Yeah. Like, can we just chat about that for a second? Because I feel like someone asked me the other day, like, what are your hobbies? And I was like, spending time alone and like walking to get coffee is actually a hobby for me. Like, I do it consistently. I love it. Right. So like, talk to us a little bit about some of the things, like some of those types of things you love to do, whether it's like a mental wellness thing or like a physical wellness thing.
Oh my God, I'm such a bath girl. Like I love a bath. There's like moments in time in the winter, like when we don't have like good heating in our apartment, like I will be in a bath 3 times a day. And our landlord thought there was a leak in our apartment because we were using so much water. And I was like, baby girl, no. I love a bath. Like I just love anything to like recharge your brain. Like my robe time when I'm like sitting drinking coffee, like I'm all about like romanticizing literally every single aspect of your day. Like I'm absolutely delusional, but like I think it's the best way to live, and I like love that for anyone else. And I always say like everyone should have hobbies, and like that can literally mean anything, like what you're saying, like your self-care moments can be a hobby, or it could be something like physical, like pottery or whatnot, but like that is a hobby, and that's what's gonna like make you just feel phenomenal outside of work or outside of the things that you like, the have to do's. Like these are the get to do's, and I think that that's so exciting to have in your life and like make you a more cool, interesting, well-rounded person. Like that's who I want to talk to and like hear more about, is like what makes you excited. So I think that those are like really fun things to like identify what those are for yourself. And even if you think that they're stupid, it's like they're not stupid, and like you're gonna have friends to like bond over that with.
I love that.
I love my self-care moments.
Can you like, for the girls that like have never like romanticized like the robe and the coffee and the couch, like I know this sounds so silly, but can you give us just like a one-on-one guide on how to do just like a brain rest romanticizing it? Like what are the key items you need?
Absolutely. I lock my phone away. I think that is the number one tip I could do. And I think every Sunday, like every girl should lock their phone away for 3 hours. Like I keep getting these ads for like bricks. I don't have them, but like I just give my phone to my boyfriend. I'm like, hide it and don't tell me where it is. Like that is the number one brain reset. Like I just got into reading again. Like I think it's like really hard to find like good books that get me into like reading again, but like asking recommendations. I love reading, doing a bath, like setting good mood lighting, then doing like a really long exfoliating routine in the shower, and then doing a gorgeous like lathering your body in like body serum and like body oil, which is like more luxurious than lotion. Like literally everything you do should just feel like you're the best version of yourself. I saw a TikTok the other day where it was a girl that was like, if you could like switch bodies with someone that you like love so much, like how would you treat it? Because like obviously if you're switching bodies with like your mom or like your sister or somebody that you love so much, like you're gonna be like, I'm gonna eat so healthy, I'm gonna like treat you so luxurious, like I'm gonna do all these things for you because like I want you to like feel amazing when you get it back. Like live every day like that. And it's like, again, so delusional, but I think it's so fun. And I don't know, once you start to like lean into it, you just become like happier. And I think it makes you feel less overwhelmed, especially like if you are like me and have like 3 jobs that like you can get really overwhelmed by. Those moments matter like tenfold more. So yeah,
I love that. And not to be that girl, and where it says like where you were saying feels kind of silly. It's like it's actually so incredible for your nervous system, and I know that's a word that's thrown around so much, but the way that gets you into that like parasympathetic state is kind of incredible. It's like it's almost like, yeah, self-care is like good for your nervous system, but to where you're not overstimulated too. Like you said, like I will like do self-care, but I catch myself checking my phone all the time, like throughout my self-care. Anyway, no, I just feel like you need to start taking my phone away because I feel like it's so overstimulating to be like taking care of yourself, but then also checking your phone. Like it's almost like, what is the word? Like, it's like the opposite. Like what's the word for
Contradictory.
Yeah, contradictory. Thank you. Yeah. Wait, can we talk about your robe collection though? Because I think Jill you might love robes more than Jill, which is saying a lot.
My robe.
Yeah.
No, please.
No, I literally need to send it to you.
I have a lot of thoughts on robes, so please
Oh my God,
start.
I want to hear yours. I think everyone should have like at least a few robes in your closet. Like there's a different robe for like every mood. And yeah, no, my favorite thing like my whole life, I used to like back when like Twitter was a thing, I had like a rating hotel robe series. Like I love a robe. Like I love sitting in bed. I love drinking my coffee in a robe. Again, like I'm psycho. And so like every morning I will like just marinate in my robe. And when I was working from home, I loved to be in a robe. And so when I'd go to hotels, I would like look at the brands of them and then like realize you could start finding the same brands on like Amazon for like a quarter of the price. Right. So I started like keeping track of which ones I loved. And then I started ordering the hotel robes. And I think like the ones that are like fur lined are like my luxurious robes in all my videos. Like I love the chocolate brown. I think it's so cute. Then I'll do like a waffle robe, like right out of the shower, or like a towel robe. And like now I have just like 20 robes in my collection and they're just like the best thing ever.
I love that. Okay, so I also feel like different robes make me feel different ways as far as my personality goes.
Yeah.
Like I have a Barefoot Dreams robe that hits me a little past the knee, and let me tell you, I hate that length because like that is like maybe when you're like trying to do something efficient, but like if I need to rot, I need to be in a full length robe.
Yeah.
If I need to feel cute, like if I'm going out, it needs to hit me mid thigh. Mm-hmm. Also too, like when you're going out, like it needs to be a thin material. I can't be sweating in my thick terry cloth robe.
No.
But the thing that I will say that I haven't done a very good job of is diversifying like pattern and color. And I feel like you've inspired me to level up because mine are very boring colors because I have a little bit too much like practicality. I need to like enter my delusion just a little bit more because I'm like, I spill on everything. Therefore, I'm going to get a dark color, but that doesn't spark joy. So
no, like when you want to feel feminine, like put on a like hot pink one or like
right.
Like I need like a cheetah print.
Brown is amazing. Yes, get like a cheetah print when you're like I'm going out with the girls. Like that is the vibe. Like you have to really lean in. Like I think that's such a genius idea. I love it.
Yeah, I used to rot in like an oversized t-shirt and it just makes me feel like a boy.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's a time and a place.
For sure.
I think.
But not when you should be wearing a robe. Like it just doesn't give me it doesn't give me what I need. How do you feel about men wearing robes?
Ew.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's for the girls. Like, there's a lot of like everything on my page is for the girls. Like when like one time I was in the airport and some guy was like, "Oh, I love your page." And I was like, "Why? Like how'd you get there?
What did you take from it?"
I was like, what? And I was like, it's not for you. Like everything that I say is like not for them.
All you have to
like,
do
it's like boyfriend gift guide. But that's for the girls still. Like I'm like,
no, exactly.
You feel happy giving it to him. Like
Like the only reason you should really be on your page is if it's a boyfriend trying to like find better ways to support his girlfriend. Like maybe that would work.
Then you can book like a consult with Joe and like you can like we'll be fine.
No, if you really want to get them all away, all you have to do is what we did, which is we partnered with a vaginal health company.
Yeah.
That really scares the men away. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so scared. I got like asked to do like a libido ad and like a period, all these things. And I was just like I don't know. Like, I'm like, no, now you're like using me for the girlies. I was like, I don't know. I mean, they didn't pay enough. Like, I was like, if they were paying good, like, yeah. I'll talk about
it.
And I mean, the best part about it, I think, is like, again, we did those ads and then we got more text messages of like, oh my God, wait, finally someone I can talk to. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about your vagina.
Like there's a limit. And not to mention that ad that we did, we also did whitelisting with them.
Major mistake.
So everyone saw it.
So like everyone saw it. Yeah. And they're still seeing it because anyway, we don't need to go into it.
Can't read the contract.
Right, exactly. So can we talk about what I want to talk about now? Okay.
You're free.
I'm very excited to talk about your 30 before 30 list because for many reasons, it's everything. Yeah. And you just got back from your road trip to what was it?
It was San Francisco, San Diego. Yeah. Yesterday.
And I want to hear about it. One, when do you turn 30? And two, for those who don't know you or haven't been following, what is your 30 before 30 list?
I turned 30 at the end of May. And obviously there's 30 things on my 30 before 30 list. So like there's like a lot of things. And I started it with only like I think like 7 months or something to go. Like I was already behind. And this list is like just as crazy as I am. Like it's like go to Africa, like ski in Japan. It was like go on a brand trip, like so many things that were just like completely out of my control. But like somehow we're already like almost halfway through, and it's like I'm like, okay, we can slow down a little bit. But like I tried to do a little mix of like things that were so psycho and so crazy, and then like things that are pretty easy, like, you know, like make sourdough bread or like go to a comedy show. And it has been literally life-changing. Like I need to preach the good word to like start a bucket list to literally anybody that will do it. Like it has been so fun. Like even this drive, I've lived in California for 3 years now, we just like haven't done it, and like it's been something that I wanted to do for so long, and just having it on this list and being like, this is when I need to do it by, has been so fun. And literally that was one of the best trips I've ever had. Like we had so much fun. It was such a blast. And I'm just like so happy we got to do it. Like because of that, I'm going to be like so sad. I don't know if I'll be able to do everything by May. Like I really hope I can. But like if I don't, like I'm so fine with that because I'm having so much fun. Like I don't want to rush it. Like I want to enjoy it.
How do you feel about turning 30? Because I feel like there's such different opinions on it.
No, honestly, I'm terrified. And I think this list has like helped me not be so terrified. But I think especially with COVID, like I don't feel 30. I don't know if you'll ever feel 30, but like some of my friends that are my age, like just had their babies and like are married. And I feel like I had that like gap in time where I feel like 2 years, 3 years younger than I like physically am mentally, which is like really weird because I'm the oldest sister. Like I've always been, I think, like pretty mature about things, but like with life milestones and stuff like that, I feel a little bit behind, and like it sucks sometimes, but I'm really scared to turn 30. And I think this is making me a little bit more excited. And like, because I'm talking so much about it and like talking about how scared I am, like all these girls are like, no, your 30s are your best. Like you're more confident. You have like some more money than you did in your 20s. Like it's amazing. Like you come into your own, and I'm starting to feel that way. But I think because like I feel a little bit behind because of like the years that we missed, 30 feels like really big and like old.
Okay, I have a few things if you don't mind, because I turned 31 in January, so I'm like on the tail end of my 30s.
Yeah.
Well, a few things to note. One is that I had a 5th year, or like I did a grad year in college because of softball. Okay. So I felt a little behind before the pandemic hit, and then the pandemic hit, and I was like, okay, I'm 26, but I'm 22. So like somebody explain this to me. So I very much feel that. Also too, like I kind of got myself okay with being 30, and then 1 month into being, well, actually I was unemployed when I went into 30, and then I got broken up with a month into 30. So let me tell you, the beginning of 30 was a humbling experience that I don't wish on many, maybe a few, but like not many. But what I will say is I now feel like the youngest of a new age group.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I will say that like, yeah, I've definitely matured. I care so much less about what literally anyone thinks of me. And Jenna sometimes is like, Jill, you need to care a little more.
I'm claiming that.
I
need that. Claim that.
But what I will say is like the biggest difference I felt is just that now I'm in the 30s. I'm the baby.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're 38. That's cool. I'm 30. Like,
I'm a baby. Yeah.
Right. And also too, like you're 27, you're 28. Like I'm the same age as you. So I was very fearful for the same reason, where I feel like my 5th year plus COVID, and like when I tell you all my friends, my best friends in the world, no matter what stage, they're married and there's a kid on the way of some sort. And like, so for me, I'm like, oh, I just got broken up with. I have to restart all over. And also like now I'm 30. I was very nervous, but I will say like when people are like, oh, I'm 34, I'm like, okay. Like I'm 30. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It really does. Like I never thought I would feel younger, but I seriously feel younger at 30 than I did at 29. Because 29, you're the oldest of the 20s. Like you're still kind of grouped in with the girls that just graduated from college. Now it's like, oh, I'm 33. And I'm like,
well, okay, too, great. A lot of our girlfriends here are in their 30s, like young 30s. Nice. And I didn't know that until till we started talking ages, which I don't even know when that, like I truly thought they were all late 20s. So I was shocked to know that they were in their early 30s. And by the way, like anyone listening to this, we can all age super gracefully. And like we have some moms, we have some 40, 45-year-olds listening to this. Like age is nothing but a number in my humble opinion, coming from a 28-year-old. But truly, like, I think age is a mindset in certain ways. Like
100%.
It's like, it's how you take care of your body. It's like how you identify. Like, you can be 45 and identify as a freaking, like, I don't know, 25-year-old based on like how you go about your life youthfully, if that makes sense. Like, our mom's in her 60s and like the woman's spry as anything and she's killing it. So not that this is like a therapy session about turning 30,
that's
but
a good point, because it feels so superficial for me to be like scared about it. But it's like the hottest girls, the most confident girls that I know are all in their 30s and like plus. And like that's what I want to be like. Like, and that's what like the list almost encapsulates, I think that's the word, being like confident heading into this new era.
I love that.
Recognizing that things can be scary, but being excited about it. And I think I think the 30s are going to be amazing. I think the 40s are going to be even better. Like, my mom is so hot at 65. 60, cut that, right. At 27, like, she looks great.
Right.
But yeah, I also like wonder if you guys feel this way too, because this is something I'm noticing is like I feel like I'm aging out of a lot of things, which is like a really interesting feeling. Like, last year I was at like a music festival and I remember like standing in the crowd and being like, I'm never doing this again, and like didn't go this year. Or like I was at like a house party this year and I was like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Like, I can't. And I think that's like a weird feeling too, but almost like liberating. Like, I like left at 11:30 and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and like,
I'm going to bed
in the apartment that I love, and like that's more fun to me.
I aged out of staying out past midnight.
Oh yeah,
like,
no.
If I'm out past midnight, either one, I'm in love with someone and they've convinced me to be out here, or I don't know what time it is, and that probably means I'm way too drunk, because like that's not something I partake in anymore. Also, too, like the bars we used to love, now we look around and we're like, is she 21? Are we sure?
Yeah.
I could actually name a ton of things I've aged out of.
Yeah.
Especially like things I tolerate now, which is interesting.
Asking if this guy likes me.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Right. Particularly if, you know, relating to men, of course. I need to know if you're going to Africa. I just got back from Africa. So,
where'd you go?
I went to Egypt.
Oh my God, how was it?
Jill just tripped.
No,
Jill literally just tripped.
You know those TikTok videos where they prank the grandma, and I'm like, I'm applying for the Democratic scholarship and it's like a Republican grandma. Have you seen those TikToks?
No,
and you just watch the kids. Like, that's what I was like, is she lying on our pod? Like, you did not go.
I just went to, I did go.
What she did, sorry. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I need to know if you're going. I just went to Egypt.
Honestly, I have no idea for that one. Like, no idea.
You could go on a safari.
That's what I want to do. I really want to go on a safari.
I heard they're not the cheapest things in the world, but
no. So if any
that would be okay. What about skiing in Japan?
That's booked for January. I'm so excited. We just booked it.
Yeah. That is on my bucket list is Japan.
Have you trademarked 30 before 30? Like, could you?
No, I mean, I didn't invent it. Like, it was something like through conversations like this where I was like, I'm terrified to turn 30. Also, like, this is my last chance to do this. Apparently, like, somebody, I think from The Bachelor did it.
I was going to say, Joey,
yes.
The Bachelor. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So, like, it was like a thing, and like it's a thing on TikTok.
Okay.
Jill's like, how can you turn it into a business?
No, well, because I was gonna say, I was like, Jen,
30
you should really do a 30 before 30.
Considering
you're about to turn 29.
Wait, you're inspiring me. Okay, because I also thought that like I'll do it when starting in March. I was also thinking about it with you. It's like it forces you to do things, like you said, like go down and drive to San Diego when like it almost that like is what inspired you to do it. And I feel like there's so many things that like I want to do, but I kind of have this like it's just like, oh, I'll get to it in due time.
Yeah. You won't. Like I
exactly.
Drive. And like what's fun is like it inspires like other people. Like me and my friends are going to sign up for like a half marathon together just because that's on that list, and like we get to do that together. Or like I don't know, like a lot of like bucket list things will happen. I honestly believe like once you just like talk about things and put things out into the universe, like it'll happen. Like of course like social media helps, like the right people will see the right video, but like I really want to do an Amazon Live. Like I fucking love Paige DeSorbo, and I was like, I want to be Paige DeSorbo. I want to do an Amazon Live, and like some random brand saw the video and was like, well, not random because I ended up like I love their products, but we did an Amazon Live, and I was like sitting there like, holy shit, like what is going on? Like just because I posted this video, like I'm on an Amazon Live right now, and like that was like that's crazy, and like you wouldn't have gotten to do that if you didn't talk about it and post about it or write the list. And I think that's like how every single thing on the list feels. Like I wouldn't be doing them otherwise, honestly.
I love that. I honestly think between the Robes and Paige DeSorbo, like we would be best friends in real life because
literally the nicest thing. Wait, you guys love Bravo. Guys, guess who liked my boyfriend guy last night? Naomi from Southern Charm. I forget.
No, that's Jill's like that's Jill's North Star.
My star. I love
her.
No,
like I don't watch Bachelor. I don't watch like really anything unless it's Bravo. And I watch everything Bravo.
Me too.
Like Orange County and Salt Lake City right now. I was like really disappointed by the second half of Orange County because I really felt like Katie was I felt like they did really dirty things there. Like
I was confused.
It was giving like they ran the show and I didn't like that.
Yeah, they self-produced like crazy.
Jenna should really watch Salt Lake City because it's such comedy. Like this one of the women, her like rich old husband was accused of making out with another woman while farting.
What?
No, Bronwyn.
Yeah. But she's iconic.
Did they make that up? Like
amazing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't.
One,
unfortunately,
she needs to
I
dump
don't think
him.
so.
Like, I don't care how rich he is. He's literally the worst.
No.
But yeah, no, you need to watch Salt Lake City. You need to watch Southern Charm. Like, you need to watch Vanderpump. Like, honestly, they are like, I like to like categorize things by drama per minute, like DPM. I'm like, what's the drama per minute? Like, if it's a low DPM, like, we're not watching it.
Yes.
Or you like have to. But like,
wait,
the drama per minute is crazy.
Drama per minute is going to be a new metric that I try.
No,
yeah,
that's incredible.
About it because that is like I'm like the DPM is crazy right now whenever we're watching like the Salt Lake City Below Deck episode DPM through the roof.
Really?
Today. Yeah. It's crazy. Like it's crazy.
I literally love that. That is, and then also Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Like that has really surprisingly done it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Jill keeps this season. The thing is that Jill will watch a show with me and then she hates how slow I watch shows, so then she leaves me in the dust, and then I end up never finishing it because I like to watch with people.
Crazy.
Like I like to discuss. Jill's like, please stop talking.
No, Jenna is
watch together.
Jenna is the fill-in boyfriend of like she will come in 5 episodes deep and be like, wait, I thought she was married. It's like, Jenna, she got divorced last season. You know, Jenna, she's divorced.
You see it on the blog.
Yeah. Well, right. And she like won't follow any Bravo accounts on Instagram. And I'm like, well, how are you going to really keep up with the tea? My dream, and you've inspired me to make like my own bucket list. And I think on that list for next year or 2 years has to be BravoCon.
I knew you were going to say that.
I think I have to go, which is like so out of like off brand for me.
So off brand.
And I wouldn't want to meet them. I just want to.
No, I don't want to meet them.
I just want like binoculars. Do not meet your heroes. No. Like if Madison LaCroix and I met and it went anything other than perfectly, I would have such a hard time moving forward, you know?
I couldn't know. And then like anytime I've met my heroes, like it is so disappointing. So I'm like, no, but like that's my thing with BravoCon. It's like, would it be disappointing or would it be fun? I don't know. I think like the other people attending would make it so fun. Also, I'm manifesting you being like a reporter there because
could you imagine?
Right. So iconic, like the Emma Chamberlain of.
Well, actually, not to go on Bravo for too long, but we met Austin and Shep because we were at a UT football game. Our friend like gave us like field passes, like we were in the end zone or something. And they come up to us and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, if Jenna's not clocking this, but like I am. And they're hitting on us. And I'm like, this is iconic for the only reason that like I know exactly who they are and they don't know that.
I had no idea though. I was like,
I love that you didn't know.
Who are these like old men?
Like scary men.
Yeah.
Right. Austin's so cute. Shep. Ew. No.
Well, so in like, this was the most classic exchange ever. Shep is hammered. He loses his phone. He convinces Jenna to help him go find it. And Jenna's like, fine. Like also too, like, you're old and who are you?
And like, you girl.
And Austin turns to me and he was like, whatever you do, don't sleep with him. Like pointing at Shep. And I'm like, I'm offended that you think
So weird.
That's my reaction.
That's diabolical.
This is at a UT football game too. Like, notice, just recognize, like, clock our location.
Right.
So
bizarre.
We were like, no. So
I actually
anyway.
think I have a video. He told me to take a video of him. Like, he found the phone in the charger, and he was like, I was like,
oh my God, they're like chronically online.
Yeah.
So
That's so scary.
I'm really glad we went down that path. I needed that. I needed that like
cathartic.
little, very much so.
This is like this second time we talked about Bravo with Jade for a little while too. I know you saw that.
Yeah.
I'm like, somehow it always leads back to Bravo for us.
If you watch Bravo, like all roads lead to Bravo.
That's
like,
so true.
Any like city you visit, you're like, yeah, but when Vanderpump came here in season 3, like that's the restaurant that they went to. Like every road leads to Bravo eventually.
Yeah. I did watch a lot of Vanderpump. Yeah, I watched a lot of how do you say it?
Yeah,
Vanderpump. I watched a lot.
Sure.
Wow, this has been so great. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, you're clearly focused on like getting as many 30 before 30s as you can. But like, what's on your roadmap? Like, do you have it? Are you eyeing anything? Like, are there anything on the horizon? I feel like you're one of those girls that like always has stuff like brewing.
Yeah, that's so
in
true.
a really positive way. That's like
right.
That's a compliment.
Scheming.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people have been like, that has weirdly come up a lot of like what is like next after this. And honestly, I'm just having so much fun right now. I'm like living in it. And like, I get that question a lot when it comes to like the club. They're like, would you do it in other cities and all this stuff? Or like, how can you expand? And I'm like, I just feel like everything is going so right now that I don't want to be like almost like greedy or like, I don't know, like try to expand it too quick and like miss something, because I think that's like what a lot of people like, or what I've watched is like people will just try to like do too much too quickly. And it's like, I'm having so much fun right now. Like I'm living a dream life that like I've always wanted to. And like this podcast, like it's like, this is like just such a dream. And so it's like, why not just like revel in it for a little bit and then see what happens from there. And I think like that's the best way to like not overwhelm yourself too.
Yeah, I love that. It's so fun.
Jinx.
We have been ending every episode, and then we forgot for a few, but it's back. We've been ending most episodes with like one like health hack that you're obsessed with. It doesn't have to be major, just one health hack that you're obsessed with.
Oh man.
Doesn't you have to be a hack, tool?
Yeah, I'm into
mantra.
dry brushing right now because I've been like so stuffed up, and I really like, that's one where like as you're doing it, you can feel it, like you can feel everything like moving. And I think unless you're like feeling it in the moment, I'm like, is it working? So I love that. And I think also like, yeah, it's just like your what's that? Lymph system, like you can feel everything moving around. And so I really love dry brushing. I do it after the shower because I think you're supposed to do it before, but like that kind of grosses me out to like use it when you're like
okay, same.
So
literally same.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to ruin my brush with all my sweaty particles.
No,
like,
I do it after a workout and I'm like, no, like it doesn't make sense to me. So I do it after the shower.
Okay, I'm with you. And you can like it honestly, I feel like it's just like a matter of doing it, right? Like whether you do, not to like get all how to, but with me, like certain points in my body, like I actually feel it. I don't.
It's always
like,
my neck. And like,
yes, me
area.
too.
You know what's interesting? If you do reformer Pilates, like I had this like amazing like woo Pilates teacher once, and she was like, while you're doing Pilates today, like think about your lymphatic drainage, and like you can like feel your lymphatic system moving,
oh, interesting.
While you're working out sometimes too, which is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Are you a big reformer Pilates girl?
I do love it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
are there good
I
studios?
Don't work out as much as I could. Yeah, there's like too many studios here. Like we
really.
Have, like, in
I feel like we need to make a San Fran trip.
To be honest, like
no,
we will.
That would be so fun.
Like twist our arm.
We could do like a dream itinerary of like the dream San Fran weekend.
And it's a content trip.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, that sounds really annoying.
Write it off.
Right, exactly. That was what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay, so that's our plan.
This has been so fun. Like literally,
you're the best.
Yeah, I could do this every week. I feel like.
Now I need to come to Austin too. I feel like I want to meet your friend group. Like that's so fun. You guys have just like such a great life out there, and you came from like scratch too.
Nothing.
Yes, it's so
funny.
Started
from the bottom.
They are like big on like Partiful, like the event planner things, but I somehow have them blocked, and they get so mad. They'll be like, here's your like personal invitation since like you blocked the partyful.
So partyful.
But
yeah.
There's an event for everything. Like one of our girlfriends is sadly moving to New York City, and we're doing a donut boat on the water, which is like it's not a river. Like it's really just like a strip of
lake.
It's a lake or whatever. But it's like on a Thursday at 5 p.m. and everyone's ordering pizza, and
that's the cutest thing ever.
It is
cute.
It's
fun. So we've been doing a lot of like enjoyable things like that, but it takes a while.
I love that.
You don't always
you guys
find
are living your best life, and I love this new era for you guys. Of like,
thank you. I'm gonna start using your tips, your creator tips.
Well, like I'm curious about your life, so it's like I know
Okay.
Everyone else is too.
That's
like,
okay.
Okay, you know what?
We all just want to know.
Okay.
And I'll speak for the people.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We can share.
Yeah. Again, twist my arm. I'll start sharing. Okay, so where can anyone find you on social media?
Side of Stef, Stef, on like every platform ever. It's mostly Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, you can see the 3430 and all of our fun meetups. That's Meet You There SF. And maybe one day it'll be Meet You There Austin. We'll see.
Yeah. Please.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining.
Yeah, that was so great.